Sony Michel, his first carry. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. They were looking for Johnson that time. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully mentally into this one.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Matt Breida, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Throwing is Wentz. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Mahomes now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in his zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And able to find Dorsett. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Mahomes again. Buying time to his left. He's going to go up, and this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
Fire down these two. There's your line. 15. Attack.
On play action, it's Mahomes. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. In for the score as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And now this throw complete to Washington. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to James Washington. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wentz to throw. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you pointed out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
We got 4. We got 4. Watch 88. Watch 88.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Yellow.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Waiting.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Swing!
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Here,
He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey. 59, Mike. 59.
5-7.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On the return is Cohen. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he completes it to Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Being chased out, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Talking about.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
All day, baby. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, defense.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, wide open receiver, complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Attack, attack!
It's now 3rd down.
Check, 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 check.
Yellow!
Now here's Mahomes. That is caught. It's Perriman. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
But you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Echo. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Zoom, fellas, let's go.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
61, matchbox, light.
Mahomes going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Got an open man, it's Washington. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the catch, it's 2nd and 8. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back. 45 the mark. Bravo.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to air it out for Dorsett.
Here we go again.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
Mike, here we go. Ready? Here, sit.
Let him know. He's coming.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. From the gun on third down, Wentz. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 23. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Wentz now 9 of 17 through the air. Wentz. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Mahomes now on first down. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Rolling to his right. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hatchet.
Yellow.
Box trap.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Throwing on first is Wentz. They still can't get it. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check nickel.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check 9. Whip.
Hey, stand.
Watch the whip.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Now, here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
45.
Mahomes now to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And all the way up to the 46. A gain there of 21 yards. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. And it's third down. The Bucs on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Hey, wahoo!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Lion.
Into the red zone. Wentz. Complete to Washington. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Solid. Win 5-3.
Check safety, check.
Bring it to you.
On 2nd down, Michel. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Shift. Man 5-7.
59 mark. Check.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 13 yards out. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Mahomes going to throw it here. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And that's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a